Hello, everybody. We're back once again for Chapter 11 of Another World tabletop role-playing. We're back at it again, Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition. Where are we? Waterdeep. Where is that? The Forgotten Realms. Who are we playing with tonight? Same cast. Same people as always. We've got Egan, Wild Magic Barbarian, played by the illustrious Jake, LARP runner extraordinaire, beautiful human being. Brendan, our resident aberrant mind, strange, spoiler alert, changeling girl. We have Briggs, the rusted automata, salty pirate man, played by famous actor, improv extraordinaire, Tristan Luck. We have Toric, our resident himbo, good boy, newly minted as an even larger man, played by Lane Zazalag.
Getting bigger.
Famous actor. Famous actor. A thespian. Fantastic individual. And our beautiful pink-haired, petite, lovely little goblin girl, Brandon, aka Pixie. Hello, everybody. Everybody here's like 6 feet tall, man. You're doomed for this one. Hello to everybody. Welcome back. We missed you. It's been a whole 7 days since we've seen you last, and that's just too long. So tonight we're gonna get right into it. Quick recap. What happened last game, guys?
Gonna get right into it.
Couple of things.
So we're not getting
couple
right
of things. Well, the recap is shut up, Tristan. So like a couple of things.
Fair enough.
We started off last session pretty strong. There was an investigation, an interrogation. That happened shortly after our lovely pirate Briggs had gone and done a whole bunch of digging into the different properties that are owned by the Argentums. Found out that they have a ship. Found out that ship is not going to be what they need for the combat. That is going to be happening in the Fields of Glory in a few days. Briggs, being on their own little adventure, kind of missed out on the interrogation of the doppelganger that had been taken in, the one that had been impersonating Justinius Margaster. Now, this led to several shocking revelations. These revelations being things like the doppelganger's goals, their ideals, how they feel, why they are doing what they're doing, who the unseen are, this group of shadowy clones. The name, Ramael, of the quote-unquote leader, the leader of the doppelganger forces within Waterdeep. Now, there were some big feelings. Toric was sort of torn, laying down a zone of truth, asking hard questions to the doppelganger in turn trying to manipulate and ask questions of their own, getting answers from one another, a very tete-a-tete, quid pro quo sort of conversation being had. Now, what happened after that point sort of stands to the severity of how dire this doppelganger threat might be and how perfectly infiltrated, how far into the power structures and how insulated their secrecy is. Relica Argentum was revealed to be a doppelganger the entire time. For 10 straight weeks in game, for our first 10 sessions, it went completely unknown, unbeknownst to everybody. She had been replaced several years in the past of the campaign, right around the time that Toric the Tempered had been sort of raised out of the perdition of the fighting pits.
Speaking of Toric, we lost him.
We've lost Toric for
There
the
he goes.
moment.
He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's all good. So now this was also revealed to Pixie Argentum, a rather severe conversation on the duality of personality and what is presented, the core of what a person is and can be, and the potential of sort of these blank slates that are doppelgangers, and to a lesser extent the changelings that Christina happens to be. That conversation was had between Christina and the as of yet nameless doppelganger that's held in the Argentum Manor's dungeon. Now we join our party presently a little splintered. Briggs being away from house. Toric just riding back astride Matilda the Wonder Horse, his fantastic steed. Relica in tow, looking newly incredibly fit, even stronger than before, but with a little bit of a dour disposition. It's palpable, the sort of anxiousness, the anxiety that's running through the Relica. And that's right where we're going to start off, is Toric and Relica have arrived once again at the gates of the Argentum Manor. And you're greeted by Philinthril. He looks down kind of at his feet, and then he looks up at you and says, Master Toric, Lady Relica.
Hello. How are you feeling?
Good. May I take Matilda for you?
Oh yes, of course, a horse, of course.
And from there, he takes Matilda, dresses her down, takes the saddle off and everything, and then Relica looks to Toric and says, "We still have time to just leave."
I mean, we just gave Philinthril the horse, so.
Yeah, all right.
But if you want to go, we can go. No, like truly, if that's what you want to do, I'll go.
We shouldn't.
No, I don't want to.
All right. And she sort of walks in through the doors, a little like she has about 100 times before, like she has lived here for years. And
Toric is going to carry his shield out, like shield out, but no weapon in hand.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll let you do the honors of calling everyone.
Oh. Hello! Just full volume, as loud as Torek can yell from like the main courtyard.
I'm still in the courtyard, so I'll look
Yeah.
over at where Torek is.
Pixie is in the yard throwing daggers at a tree. She's not going to respond.
Christina's coming up from talking to the doppelganger, and she'll make her way over.
Rick is fucked off, so it doesn't matter.
Fuck.
I'll jog over to where Torek is.
You can.
Relica goes and takes a seat kind of daintily within the gazebo that sits in the center of the courtyard. And just waits. Hands folded.
What's up, Torek? Something happened in the city?
No. Do you...
Something
you know...
happened, all right.
Okay, so Christina knows. Cool.
Mhm.
I'm sensing that for sure. Egan. So there's something you should know. I'll handle this one. Relica's a doppelganger, and has been since I met her. But we're not gonna kill her. And
Yes.
Torek just gestures to everyone, including Pixie over at the tree.
Yet, you mean?
No, we're not gonna kill her. Full stop on that one.
Where's my cousin?
I don't know. We don't know. But we're gonna find her.
So why isn't this one in the cell with the other one?
Because she had ample opportunity to run away, and she hasn't, so clearly she's not going to. She had ample opportunity to gut me in the street, and she didn't, so she's not going to.
Pixie!
She kind of just glances over as she's pulling a knife out of the tree.
I'll gesture wildly with my arms. Get over here.
She'll walk over with daggers in hand.
Torek is going to stand right beside Relica. Hand on her shoulder.
Pixie isn't going to say much. She's just going to glare at Relica.
Okay, so Pixie also definitely knows. That's good.
Yeah.
Am
Okay,
I
great.
the only one that didn't know? How long have you guys known?
We found out while questioning the other one.
Okay.
I also found out while questioning the other one, so I decided to do some investigating. That's why I took Relica with me into the city.
Well, of course. I mean, who else would you trust to help you investigate?
No,
But the person that murdered my cousin and took her place.
No, she didn't murder her. This is the thing. I knew that if I got her alone, we could have a conversation and not an interrogation.
I didn't kill her.
See? Tell them the rest. Tell them the rest of the story. Tell them what happened.
You just gave her to somebody to kill.
I was brought from the far realms a few years ago when I was created. I was given a rundown on how we operate, and a lot of it is just second nature to me to copy and to hold someone else's form. But I was told by my superiors in the unseen, who, as far as I know, have disappeared, that it was important for us to, for the foreseeable future, sit as these different individuals of authority and power within Waterdeep's high society. I was given my subject, who was Relica Argentum, and then she was taken away.
The where? Relica continue. Where did
I don't know. She was
Put her on
put
a
on
boat.
she was put on a ship,
on a ship?
and that's all I know.
That if she was put on a ship, that means she's probably not dead because they wanted her alive, or else she'd just be dead. Which means I think that there's at least a chance that, and I'm gonna look right at Pixie, that your sister is still alive, and
Well,
we're
Rick,
gonna
she's
find
just
her.
imprisoned and being tortured. What a relief.
No, that's seriously bad. Trust me, I know that. But alive is better than not. And if there is a chance that we can find her, we should. If we get some more information out of the doppelgangers, I don't know. Maybe we go further to the top, we figure out where they're keeping her, we go and we save her.
Listen, you little fucker. The only reason you're still alive is because I respect Torek, and I know he cares about you. You can start by taking my sister's fucking face off.
The doppelganger Relica, their eyes drop to the floor and their flesh ripples, going to that flat, gray, featureless, bulbous, black-eyed doppelganger visage, wearing the clothes of Relica Argentum. She looks to Pixie and says, "Pixie, I'm sorry."
I don't care about your apology. You have two options here. You help us find her, and if she's dead, so are you. Or you can spend the rest of your life rotting in a cell.
I'll help you find your sister, but I didn't want all this. I didn't ask for any of this.
Well, you sure as hell seem to cozy right in.
What was my other option? Run away and get hunted down by my old cell, reveal myself, and be killed by father and dad, or what? Or just run away and live in the wilds. The other doppelganger's right. We're hunted. I didn't have any options.
Deserve it. And then Pixie's gonna turn around and walk away.
Well, we're in the business of revealing truths. Egan, Torek. You should both know that I'm a changeling.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
Christina's flesh melts away into something similar to the doppelganger.
Oh. Yowza.
I'm the
Christina.
child of one of these creatures. Not quite fully one, but similar. And then Christina reappears quickly.
Wow. That
Is there
is.
a real Christina somewhere?
No,
Or was there a real Christina somewhere?
no,
Then I don't give a fuck.
I know.
I mean,
I spoke
not
with
saying I care about you, Christina. I just
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
You
bitch. I get it.
naturally change your shape and not using it to murder people and replace their lives is
Nope.
not an issue for me.
In speaking with the one that's downstairs, it's not that they or I have any inherent propensity to do those things, Egan. We're dealing with a cult here. We're dealing with brainwashing, more than likely magical in nature. So as much as I want to hate whoever this is that isn't Relica, there's a bigger evil there's bigger fish to fry here. And I am only here because I wanted to make this city and world better for people who are like me. And frankly, at this point, I know this makes it complicated for you guys, and I'm sorry for that, but when you're a creature that is deception incarnate, makes trusting your friends a little hard.
I trust you, Christina, for the record.
Thank you, Torek. That means a lot.
Wait, do you have another name, like a secret name?
Too, Torek, so that doesn't hold a lot of water.
That was hurtful, for one.
Not one that I'm willing to say out loud, Torek.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll get there. Not in mixed company, anyways.
That's super reasonable.
This
I
cult
don't-
talks about how doppelgangers don't have souls. And that there's no afterlife for them. But frankly, I can't see how that's possible.
We can test that theory.
Come on now, calm down.
Egan's theory does have merit, but it requires being able to use spells to either bring someone back from the other side or speak to them once they're over there. And either way, that's some serious juju.
I'm also not gonna let it happen.
You, Christina looks at Relica. You're not in the same camp as that one down there, are you?
I was.
What do you know about this cult?
They're called the Unseen.
Mm-hmm.
They have a propensity to take on the guise of nobility and people of power. I know that they run in groups that are sort of separate from each other but meet regularly. And there's true doppelgangers, and then there's imperfect clones, and that the imperfect clones need a live host for a connection.
First of all, who's in charge of this cult?
I
Or
don't.
Who is the furthest up the line that you know?
I don't know. I was separated from my group fairly quickly after I took on Relica's visage.
Have you been in contact with any of them while you've been undercover?
There's been a few very short interactions, but it hasn't been anything formal. It's been, I know what you are, you know what I am. Let's go our separate ways. And that was it. And I don't know if that was over a year ago, and I haven't seen them since.
Who do they worship?
I don't know.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah. She seems to be telling you mostly the truth, at least as far as she knows it.
Okay.
I really don't know of anyone that they worship. They seemed what. So I've only met a handful of my people since I was created, and that was so. Not to get too deep into the metaphysicality of what we are or how we operate, but in the far realms, we're sort of these creatures of no form, almost like an ooze. And then we're, through whatever happens, we take form on the material plane. And that leads to, we're indoctrinated by our peers. We're told what our purpose is. We're given, there's rights and rete, and there's all sorts of different education that we're given on how our society is supposed to work and the big plans and all this. And well, I finished all that, and then they took Relica, and then I met Toric, and that was really all there was to it. And then I since I've met Toric, I haven't really been in contact with anyone. I don't know why, but they seem to have disappeared, if slain, sent elsewhere. They forgot about me. I don't know what it is, but they haven't been a part of my life in years. So yeah. I don't even know how the one downstairs knew who I was. That doesn't make any sense to me either. It's like a mystery. They somehow knew my identity, but I mean, I haven't told anyone.
Perhaps you haven't told anyone that you remember. This organization seems to deal in subterfuge and magic and illusion. It's very possible that your memories have been altered.
It's possible. My first few days, weeks, the months kind of run together. It's real hazy. Before I took Relica's form, I it's all kind of fuzzy. I know it doesn't mean much to Pixie. But I am sorry. I didn't mean for all of this. I was misled. I didn't see a way out. It was ugly, and I kind of just leaned into the lie. And I can help you get Relica back. I'll do what I can. They put her sort of spark, like how she does magic, into me, and I don't know how they did that. But I'll use these powers to fight for you and to get her back. And after all this time, I thought if they ever came back and they came for me and they tried to make me hurt any of you, that I would be strong enough to fight back. And I could stop them. But I don't. Now it's all kind of messed up. And Egan, I'm sorry about your cousin. I really am.
I'll believe that when you actually help us get her back.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think, as uncomfortable as it's going to be, with all of the help we've enlisted looking for doppelgangers, you're going to have to keep playing Relica for now. And I know Pixie and Egan are going to hate that, but that also keeps you exactly where we can see you. Because now we know the truth.
I'll do that, but Pixie's gonna be a harder nut to crack. I don't think
Christina walks off to where Pixie is. Comes over, sits on the ground next to where Pixie is, head still coming up to the chest because she's a goblin. Kind of reaches out, puts a hand on Pixie's shoulder. I know it hurts to see them look like her. But with all of the help we've enlisted from the other noble houses, if we show now that someone in House Argentum has been replaced, they're going to... Your political position is in a very precarious spot right now. And also, making whoever that is wear your sister, at least until we can find the real one, will keep them in a place where we can see exactly who they are and where they're going, as opposed to them pretending to be someone we have no idea who to expect. I'm not going to twist your arm, but I'm putting the ball in your court. And if there's anything you want to ask me, I'll tell you the truth.
What do I do, Christina? My sister's gone. I'm probably never seeing her again, and it's because of that fucking thing over there. I've lost my dad. I've lost my sister, and if I do anything about it, I'll lose Torek too. What the fuck do I do?
Speaking from experience, Pixie, living as someone whose entire sense of self and identity and all of those things are constantly in question when people know who you truly are. I have a sense of self underneath. There is a person underneath Christina that I don't know if I'm ready to share yet or not. Maybe one day. And I'm asking you to trust me with that. And I know that's a tall order given everything.
I don't care. I don't care. You've never done anything wrong. You've been here for as long as
I
can
have
remember.
I had the opportunity to have somebody raise me in something that wasn't a cult. My adoptive mother works at the Blushing Mermaid in the dock ward.
Christina, I'm not questioning your integrity.
I'm telling you this not to establish my own integrity, but to establish the difference between myself and that creature's situation. Everything about this is telling me that these creatures aren't this way inherently. I am not that way inherently. When we are taught better, we do better.
Oh, we gotta teach this thing not to fucking kill people and steal their identities?
What does it mean to be good, Pixie?
It's a bit of a loaded question.
I heard a story once, more of a fable really, about a ogre living out in the woods. Managed to pick up some ancient weapon imbued with the soul of a hero, paladin, something like that. I'm sure you're familiar with those kinds of stories. And story goes that the ogre was used to raiding and pillaging and doing all the stereotypical things that ogres do. But the sword would talk to him. Kept talking to him and saying, hey man, if you take care of things, if you scare bandits away or do all these kinds of things, then maybe the people will start to appreciate you a little more. Maybe you'll build some good faith. Maybe you'll whatever, right? Well, the end of the story goes that when a big storm came through a village nearby, Sword woke the ogre up and said, hey man, like these people they need your help. The storm is flooding their homes and destroying their livelihoods and all of these other things. And so the ogre waded through the water, lifting people onto rooftops, saving livestock, doing all those kinds of things. And when all was said and done, he passed out, completely exhausted, and fully expected when he woke that the townspeople would kill him because he's a monster. And when he did wake up, he found good cooked food, and the people hailed him as a hero. And the sword said to him, this is what it means to be good. You give and you give and you give without thought of anything in return, and eventually you will receive. And I've tried to live by that. And I was lucky to hear that story as a child.
That's very touching, Christina, but this isn't a fairy tale.
No,
My
you're
sister
right.
is gone, and I resided into that thing for secrets and advice and a shoulder to cry on for 3 years, and it was never her. And I might never see her again.
When I said that life is nothing more than impermanence and uncertainty, Pixie, this is what I meant. And I know that doesn't bring you any comfort. But as to your question, what do you do? This is the moment where your goodness is tested. Because if you
She's
let
still
this...
alive, isn't she? Whatever the fuck to call it.
I know. Sparing creatures that do you wrong is part of being good, but I don't think it's all of it. I'm not saying you have to forgive them. I'm not saying you have to break bread and eat at the same table or anything like that. But you have an opportunity to make something right in this world, and at the same time, give this creature a new, better way forward. One that I was given a long time ago. Because if my life had gone just a little differently, I might be exactly where it is.
It's asking a lot.
I know. Being good in a world where things like this happen is always asking a lot. Think on it. You don't have to make a decision right away. And for what it's worth, I love you, bitch. Always will. And I'm here for you.
I love you too. I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Christina stands up and leaves Pixie to whatever she's going to do.
I am going to go and grab a bottle of, like, heavy booze and go to my room.
Relica looks to the rest of the group. I'm going to go and talk to Pixie. And I think that that's a bad idea. But it won't... Nothing else is going to get done if I don't. And she's the head of household. And whatever she decides I need to do for the Argentum family is what I need to do for it.
And is Christina back for this?
Yeah.
You've lost almost every shred of goodwill you once had, and it's going to be a long, winding path back to it, but I don't think that's a terrible idea. It's bad. Not terrible.
I've eaten a lot of humble pie, and I've been second fiddle to Pixie with Father and Dad for a long time, and I'm just going to, before going and talking to who was my sister yesterday, I do want to set the record straight with everybody, with Torek and Christina, you and Egan, and if Briggs was here, I would tell you, and I'm going to tell you, I have done nothing wrong. I have done only good for the family, and I was misled at the very beginning. I have never betrayed any of you. I've never sold any of you out. I've been the shoulder to cry on for Pixie. I have been the lady in waiting for Sir Torek. I did bring him out of the fighting pits. Christina, I have been your confidant for years, and Egan, for the entire time you have never even met your cousin. You've known me. And I've never done anything to harm any of you. And whatever I have to do to earn the trust back that I had less than 2 hours ago, I'll do it. But frankly, if we're going to hold a knife to my throat the entire time, then I will take the powers that were given to me and I will leave. Because I don't need to do this. Just like I didn't need to stay. I'm with this family because I love you guys. You can make that whatever you want. You don't have to believe it, but it's my truth. I'm going to go and see Pixie. And then she walks off. And Pixie gets a knock on the door. But if you guys have anything, yeah.
I would like to roll a stealth check and try to follow.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say I want to make an insight check on
Okay.
that last little bit.
Okay, roll a disadvantage stealth check.
14.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me the insight. What are you trying to suss out? What are you trying to figure out?
Just that last little bit about that being whoever this is truth.
Right.
Do they actually mean what they say about wanting the best for the Argentum family? And that will be a 20 for insight.
When someone says 5 or 6 words and they seem passionate, it's easy to try to like poke into it, but I mean, that's a tough one. Kind of like remains to be seen. They sure seemed like they meant it, but that's tough. Like you can't really tell. Yeah. So Torek somehow creeps up behind Relica and is like standing just by like you know how a lot of manors and castles and such have alcoves like with statues and such. Torek wedges his gigantic form in behind like a massive mannequin covered in faux armor, and Torek is for the most part hidden and within earshot of the conversation that is about to happen. Pixie gets a knock, knock, knock.
Come in. And she's just gonna be like cross-legged on the bed. Like, there's already like a good this much gone from the bottle of
chunk out of the bottle of booze. It's Relica, the doppelganger Relica. Hello.
You have a lot of nerve coming in here right now.
I've been coming into this room for the better part of 2 to 3 years. It's sort of a habit at this point. So if you would, I'd like to talk and discuss the future, the past, and what our relationship's going to be for better or worse. Because if we don't get these things out of the way and there aren't some very clear lines being drawn, for good or bad, then I think that it will be hard to have even a working relationship.
Pixie takes another swig of the drink. Sit down then.
She sits. So I guess where I'll start is I'm not going to say I'm sorry because it doesn't mean anything yet. Because that's just words, and I've been talking to you for years now, and I don't have an easy way to find your sister. I don't have any of the tools necessary to do that besides the magic that is in me. I I need to know what you need from me, and I want you to know that I will do whatever you ask. It's not, I know, I, I'm not going to pretend to know anything. This is an incredibly difficult, wildly chaotic situation from you. You lost dad and father. You've lost your sister. I know that you are hurting. I know that, but I'm not going to pretend to feel your feelings or know how you are. So what am I to you?
At this present moment, you are a tool to find my sister.
The doppelganger looks hurt. Their brow furrows and expression on their face looks kind of sullen. You know, everything that you and I have went through the past few years, it might not feel real to you right now, but it was real for me. I I didn't have a family, and I never had a place in this world. And this was given to me for terrible reasons. But since I've been within the household, it's been nice to pretend. And I wanted it to be real so bad, and I never thought that it would come crashing like this, but I suppose it was inevitable. I'll be whatever tool you need. Um I'm gonna have to look like your sister until the deed's done.
I know. You don't have to pretend to be like her, though.
I've never been anyone else.
Well, you want to be a person so bad. Figure out who you are first. Don't take her personality.
I was your sister. That's who I was. That's who I want to be. I'm Torik's lady in waiting. I'm Egan's cousin. That's who I want to be.
But that's not who you are. It doesn't matter if that's what you want to be. That's not who you are. That's who my sister is. You have to look like her. Fine. I'll tolerate it. Maybe you should figure out who you are outside of the skin and personality of who my sister is or was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to just talk to you and have our girls' nights and have drinks and get drunk and cry and pretend you're still my sister, because you're not. I didn't grow up with you. Torek only knew you. He never knew Relica. He doesn't care. Relica was my sister since birth. Since I came here as an infant.
I have her memories. I know.
So no, 2 years of you pretending to be her and me being fooled by it does not account for you being her. She's gone. And you had a part to play in that.
I know.
So, have her face, fine. But maybe you should take this time, now that we all know, to learn a bit more about yourself and stop impersonating her. Because as much as you want to be her, I've said it before, you aren't. Christina keeps telling me that there's something more to you guys. I don't know if I believe her, but I trust her. You should too. And if she says that you guys have a soul, if you guys have something beyond impersonation, because she does, then you should find it within yourself. You can keep the face for now, but I cannot be around you knowing that you're trying to act like her.
Yeah. I'll try to do that. And then she turns to walk out of the room.
Go talk to Christina. She seemed to have it figured out.
Torek, you catch Relica walking out of the room.
I'm gonna stay hidden.
Okay.
And then when she walks past, I'm going to creep over to Pixie's room.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke my head in through the door, real sly-like, because I feel like it's working.
Do I notice that?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Torek?
Sneaking.
Great job.
Hiding. Creeping.
Were you listening?
Absolutely.
Why?
I wanted to make sure you weren't going to kill whoever that is.
I gotta be honest, Torek, right now I feel like throwing this bottle at your head. You knew and you didn't say anything.
I give you full permission. Throw the bottle.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want the alcohol on the floor.
You could throw something else if it'd make you feel better. Here, take my hammer.
Why didn't you tell me?
The truth. I was pretty confident that you would lash out and kill her if she was in the vicinity when you found out. So I thought I should take her away so that maybe you could have a second to breathe. And also, I needed to talk to her for me. And I'm sorry.
I respect that, and I appreciate that you wanted to make sure I didn't do something in the moment. You can't hide stuff like that from me going forward.
I was going to tell you. I just needed to make sure. I needed to. I needed to learn for me. I wasn't just gonna say it. I had to go and, I don't know, investigate. And I did. And thank you for being as I don't know, it's a big word for being nice, I think.
I wouldn't say what I had just said was nice, but you're welcome, I guess.
Based on your standards on people who betrayed you in the past, that was very nice.
I was being honest when I said the only reason she's alive is because I respect you.
I believe you. And I think that's fair, and I appreciate it. But I want to make this right. And if I didn't believe that she wanted to make it right, I'd be right where you are. Maybe not right where you are, because a little bit different in a lot of ways, but I want to find your sister. And I would love to get to know her when we do.
If we do.
When?
All right. Pixie just kind of holds the bottle out, says, "Do you want some?"
Okay, just a little bit, just a nip. I got stuff to do. Just a nip.
And
See,
she
Tori
kind of just
takes a huge
Pixie just kind of
chug.
I got stuff to do.
Glug, glug, glug. Okay, thank you. Yep, that was good. I needed
And
that.
Pixie just kind of like, the whole like Jesus fucking Christ thing, face buried in hands, and just kind of sits there in silence.
Same girl, same. And
The
then,
Briggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
What's up? Let's actually get some shit done. Let's stop wallowing.
So you had taken a sum of money out.
I sure did. And then I went to go see the boat guy, discovered that boat's no good.
Yep.
I went back to House Argentum to look at the ledger.
Yep.
Namely, just to figure out what house owes us a boat. And that's where Briggs is gonna go.
Alrighty.
By himself.
So you're heading towards, if I'm not mistaken, it was House Amcathra.
That is, I believe, correct.
Was the house that owed you the boat. So Briggs makes his way to House Amcathra. House Amcathra is one of the most forefront noble houses. They sit at the highest echelons. They are known as the high. They're among the high table of nobility within Waterdeep. They're one of the big five. They control trade and all things mercantile within Waterdeep. And upon approaching their estate, you can obviously see their wealth on display. It's a little bit down-dressed in comparison to some of the other houses. It isn't like these gigantic moving topiaries or anything like that, but simple brick-laid walls covered in kudzu vines. There's the ever-present iron gate. But something that you notice that's a little bit strange and just kind of awe-inspiring is that it seems that House Amcathra in recent years has taken one of the gigantic moving statues, one of the Colossus of Waterdeep, that had suddenly appeared during several dangerous events in Waterdeep's past, like some of them, like the Godcatcher, the Hawkman, the one that has been taken into the House Amcathra grounds is the Warrior Woman, a gigantic stone woman that stands about 60 feet high, has a gigantic stone sword that is plunged into the manor grounds. And she seems to be wearing all sorts of armor and such. Not moving, ever still, but a fantastical sight to behold. Now, upon approaching the gate, all on your lonesome, you're stopped by a pair of tabard-bearing guards, the ones that are wearing the House Amcathra symbol of, I forget. I had this prepped. Right. Which is a red shield, 3 crescent moons facing upwards upon a blue flame. This house crest being very visible on all of their clothing. They've got a badge that bears the house symbol as well as their tabard right on their chest. To one human, one halfling individual, they look to you, and the smaller halfling gentleman looks up to you and says, business.
Hi there. According to the House Argentum ledgers, we're owed a boat. And I am here to look into what exactly that entails.
You're owed a boat.
Apparently, yes.
Do you have documentation? Have you brought a barrister with you? Anything like that? Your patrons, Stavros, Emery, are they with you somewhere? And he kind of looks to either side of you.
They are currently gone. Lady Pixie Argentum has taken over the estate.
Right. Is she with you?
She is not. She has sent me to rectify this issue myself.
Okay.
I'm
All
Briggs,
right.
Trade Master for House Argentum.
Right. Holds out his hand. Hello, I'm the reincarnation of Kelvin Blackstaff. I run Blackstaff Tower. I'm the most mighty archmage who's ever run across the realms, foe of Hallister Blackcloak and slayer of evil arcanists. How do you do?
Briggs is gonna take his hand and just say, "Yeah, I also feel like I have been given a job that's below me. I feel you, bud."
Yeah, so I don't mean to. Actually, I did kind of mean to belittle you, but the reality is, Mr. Briggs, is that I'm gonna need some. We can't just let people in. If you wanted to set up a meeting, you could
Sure.
go. Yeah, you can head down to, I guess, the Shipmasters Guild, the Harbor Masters office, and he can set up an interview or some sort of some sort of meeting with the House Amcathra representative, and they can go through the ledgers. But we're not letting you into the estate just because you say that we owe you a boat.
Red tape. All right, fair enough.
Is that all you needed today?
I suppose so.
All
That's
right.
a nice statue, and Briggs is gonna hop on his horse and leave for the harbor again.
All right. Briggs heads down to the harbor. It's a short jaunt. You've made this trip now twice today, and it's getting on in hours. Traveling around Waterdeep isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. There's the crush of bodies coming in for the springtime. The dock ward being more congested than ever, the busiest ward in the entire city, besides Trade Ward on Market Day. And you bring in all the smells and all the sights. Once again, Waterdeep is a beautiful city. The lamps that are around the streets of the North Ward being these magically lit constructions, and you hit the dock ward and there are these greasy oil lamps. You eventually hit the harbor master's office once again, and you find yourself face to face with the harbor master once again. Yes.
Ahoy! What's up? I was told that I need to set up a meeting with House Amcathra about a boat that we are owed. Apparently, it's got to go through you to get to them.
Ah, yes.
Or are they just giving me a workaround?
No. That is typically the way that it'll work. I believe that. Well, I'll reach out to House Amcathra. They will come and make an appearance probably within the next 10 days, and we can get this whole boat business squared away.
10 days.
Give or take. They're important folk.
Aye, it seems to be that way.
Are you?
Don't worry about it.
Are you in need of a boat? You've come here twice today about being owed or having a boat stored. Or, do you need a boat, sir?
I sure do.
Well,
And I would like one of the ones I'm owed, but unfortunately, it's looking more and more like I'm gonna have to purchase one.
well, what kind of boat are you looking for?
I had it written down here. Just a keel, yes.
A keel boat?
Arr.
Well, all right. I can. I mean, are you one of those tournament fellas?
It will unfortunately be for the tournament, yes.
Well, we do business with the Fields of Glory, and we can rent or arrange for a ship to be built or brought to the fields for you.
Will it be ready in time?
Keel boats are not large. I could have them whip one up within the next few days, or you could just purchase an existing one, or perhaps bargain your way into some sort of arrangement where you represent someone, use their boat. It is just a keel boat, correct?
Aye.
Then it should be no issue. Or perhaps if you've had a few hundred gold, we could deal with this right now.
All right. What are we base simplest keel boat? What are we starting at?
A simple keel boat will run you 150 gold pieces. That is the simplest, no frills, no nothing. And everything just goes up from there. That is going to be one single keel boat. It has paddles on either side for steering, a rudder in the back, a very, very small cabin, as well as a small amount of storage in the below deck. If you are wanting any extras, a figurehead, an extra set of paddles, cannons, artillery of sorts, chain throwers, the eponymous flaming doodads that spread fire onto the decks of other ships, those sorts of things, those come as extras.
Wait, keel boats out of character. Keel boats don't have sails.
Keel boats typically don't have sails. No, they're like river and coastal vessels that are just paddle, or yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because all my googling has them with sails.
Oh, a keel boat. Oh.
That's the real world. This is a fantasy world.
I am aware. Yes, I'm
Some
fine
extra
with
spells.
that. But this is why I'm just confused.
I'm going off of my recollection of the D&D 3.5 image of a keelboat, which is completely mastless. But if you
No, I
We'll-
mean
we'll drop we'll drop right back into character. If you wish, you can have a mast upon it, something for steering. But you're in the fields of glory. That seems rather redundant. I don't think the winds are going to be blowing too terribly well within the confines of the Colosseum.
That is a fair point. Briggs will. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna hand him 150 gold pieces to get me a boat, and then I will need to head back to House Argentum and talk some shop as to how we're going to deal with the Dark Star problem, because I will require upgrades for this thing.
Well, feel free to come back here. Many of our dry docks could facilitate any upgrades or accoutrement that you wish to put onto your keelboat.
Aye. Thank you.
Indeed.
Alright, I will subtract 150 gold pieces.
He takes your coin, stows it away, writes down in his ledger.
Oh, 100. There we go. Okay. I always expect things to cost way more money, and then they don't.
It's a good problem to have.
So like,
coin, the best problem.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've been playing this damn game for like I don't know, like 17 years now, and to be completely frank, like magic weapons and magic items and stuff like that have such a wildly inflated cost. It's like, yeah, but then they also like inflate the costs of like mundane things. Whereas like, no, like gold pieces are worth like quite a bit. And like, you know, you're buying a boat. This is not like a gigantic ship worth thousands of gold. It's like, well, no, this is like you're in one of the busiest ports in the world. They deal in ships. Like that seems a pretty fair price to me, and that's all there is to it.
Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was Googling it, and it tells me 3,000 gold.
Oh my god.
So I was prepared for not 150.
That's what trying to metagame costs gets you.
I was just trying to figure out what the hell a keelboat was, and clearly none of my Googling helped me.
You ever hear of the term foig?
No,
F-O-I-G. That's just a beautiful little term called find out in game.
You know,
Because I'm going to tell you something completely different.
I like to somewhat come into these games prepared like I know what I'm doing, and now I just look like an ass in front of all of our audience.
Aw. But what an ass, though.
I wish.
So, from there, do you just head back to the... do you just run back to the manor?
Nope. Time to see what this 500 gold gets me.
All right.
We're gonna head to the last chapter.
Oh my god. All right.
You can jump cut to somebody else.
We're gonna do a quick little jump back to well, no, because we're really just waiting on you. So we're gonna stay with Briggs for a hot minute.
I mean,
here.
whatever. Doesn't
Uh,
have to be dealt with now.
well, just time wise, it's gonna get into some weirdness if we don't. So
It's gonna get into some weirdness.
yeah.
Alright.
So you head to the last chapter. It's closed for the evening. And you see that the door is locked, the lights have been put out, and the sign is switched to closed.
lost track of time.
You've
We're
been
gonna
w-
knock on the door anyway. See what happens. Worst comes to worst, I get ignored.
Knock, 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 knock. We're closed!
What?
Yeah, we're closed!
Osmond, open up this damn door.
We're extra closed.
All right, it's your legs, and I'm just gonna leave.
Wait!
No, I'm more. I'm gone. Done.
He busts the door open. Briggs! Briggs! Oh, wait! So come in.
I will saunter into the last chapter.
You walk in, he lights a lamp, stands behind the clerical desk. So, you're back.
I am.
Now, I bet you're wondering. Mosman, have you solved the problem and went and spoken to the organization that you owe the money to, and have you earned it all and given them what they're owed? No. I haven't. And frankly, I'm a little offended that you've come back so soon. I'm also a little relieved that you've come back so soon.
I can leave and let you sweat a little more.
I've been so sweaty. Have you spoken to Pixie?
No. This is a matter that is, I don't know. We don't need to get her involved.
You robbed the Argentums to come and bail out your old buddy Mosman.
Hey!
Yeah!
My share of the treasure, and I am potentially investing it in a lucrative business.
Listen, Briggs, I've taken my share plenty of times. And it's always worked out for me.
And look at where that's got you.
I am a successful business owner. I have great friends.
I call me a friend, Mosman.
I've got wonderful hobbies. I head down to the War God, spend some coin. They love me there. I don't know. Life is good. That lady that you had coming along with you last time, Violet, I think we hit it off real well. So, love interests, everything's turning up, Mosman.
Until you don't have legs.
I've still got them. So what you're saying is that you came with the money to bail me out?
No. I have not come with the money to bail you out. I have come with 500 gold pieces to invest, and either I'm investing it here, or, there was a lovely young girl that I met down in the dock ward. I watched her cleanly steal from Lady Pixie Argentum. Broad daylight, and I wondered to myself, I wonder what somebody like that could do with 500 gold pieces and a shitty bookstore.
Probably not much. Children are notoriously horrible at business. They don't know shit.
Currently, I'm in business with a child, so...
Pixie's of age?
I'm not talking about her.
The Toric's of age?
Not talking about Toric.
Is Violet a minor? because that's gonna make things so weird.
It's not that part of this love relationship that you've built in your head.
Nice. So, I hear what you're saying, but what you're saying is you want to invest in the last chapter with 500 gold pieces, which is a suspiciously similar amount to how much I owe.
No. I want to make sure that I get this 500 gold pieces back. And currently, you are not doing a very good job at, like, boosting my confidence in giving this to you.
I guarantee that I will get you back that 500 gold pieces. I promise and guarantee that you'll get that money back. Triple it even.
Osmond, you owed me like 200 gold pieces and I watched you throw it in a pit. If I give you 500 gold pieces, I guarantee that you're gonna go, it is me, the brilliant Mosman. I'm gonna head on down to the War God and I'm gonna make Briggs look like an idiot because I'm gonna turn this 500 gold into 5,000 gold. And you know what? In the one timeline that works out, all right, I'll take my lumps. But in this one, no, you're gonna look like an idiot, and I'm not bailing you out.
I don't think you're an idiot at all.
Currently, you have shown that I am. So, and you know what? That's on me. Fine.
I feel like that says more about you than me. Listen,
All right, I'm out.
if you give me 500 gold pieces, yeah, I promise I will go and give it to my debtors. And I'll stop gambling today.
I feel like I should roll insight on that, but you know what?
You're just gonna. I'm gonna get nothing out of that. And how do you suppose you're going to stop such a crippling addiction?
Willpower and force of personality.
Yeah, because willpower and force of personality convinced you that throwing 200 gold.
You know, the first step
Countless
is
amounts.
the first step towards recovery is wanting to quit.
And I bet you if I didn't mention this, you would have no desire to quit.
I would have no desire to quit.
So you're really not giving me much confidence, Mosman.
I mean,
Currently,
it's got to pay out eventually. Like, that's how it
I'm
works.
sure the one time it did pay out nicely, and then you promptly threw it back into the pit.
I've won a couple of times.
I'm sure you have won a couple of times, and I'm sure there is no other high like it.
No, drugs. They're pretty close too, for sure. But listen, I'm not dealing drugs out of the last chapter. I'm not. So one problem at a time.
Now you roll insight, Tristan.
No, I don't give a shit if he's dealing drugs. He can deal all the drugs he wants as long as I get my money out of the drugs.
So what are we doing here?
I came here hoping that you would instill a little bit of confidence in me, giving you any capital in saving your legs, and you've been blowing it. So,
well, I don't know what I'm nothing if not true to myself. All right. Here's the thing. Briggs, how do you earn money? How do you earn money?
How did I earn it?
I sell books.
No, you steal things and sell them, and then you said that to me last time. You deal books as the day job.
I sell
that
books.
it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, I sell
You've
books.
told me multiple
So-
times that this
so-
place like barely breaks even, so all the extra money is from you stealing things. So it sounds like your real job is stealing things.
I steal things. So how do you earn? I don't get it. Like, I can't earn enough in a week to pay back these incredibly villainous people. So how the hell do you end up just waltzing in here with a fat bag of gold? And then suddenly, you're looking to invest and all this kind of stuff. Like, you walked in here right to the dock ward with like a fat satchel of money. What do you do?
He's not in the dock. Is he in the dock ward? He is indeed in the dock ward. Good job. I stole and pillaged and did all sorts of pirate stuff for a while, and that just happened to catch the right attention.
Well, I don't have a boat.
Well, you've been getting on a lot of boats, so the only reason I know you is because you got on the wrong boat.
I don't have a boat.
You got on the wrong boat. And currently I am also on the wrong boat because you're sinking this boat. This metaphorical boat that we're on.
Okay, here's what. Instead of you coming in here and expecting all of this shit from Mosman, how about you tell me what you want from me? Because I'll do it. I need the money. Okay, I got my legs about to be broke. I don't got a pot to piss in. I'm Briggs. I'm screwed. So
let's be
completely
you've
honest.
been running your mouth about how great you are and how you got this all under control. And I'm the mighty Mosman.
Well,
You've been doing nothing.
It's
about,
wrong.
Like, hey, how am I going to get myself out of this hole? Currently, there's 500 gold walking out of my door. So I can sit here and I can tell you, you are only allowed to go into the pit with 20 gold pieces on every other Tuesday of the second month or whatever, and everything else has to come to me or whatever, and you keep whatever you need to keep the bookstore and yourself happy, and you aren't allowed to deal with the Thieves Guild anymore to pay me. But I can say all these things, but they're just words.
Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I am in dire trouble. You have the money that I need. I'm willing to work for it. And who is Mosman? I'm a sailor. I'm a thief. I sell books. I can paddle an oar. I can pillage a treasure chest. I can take I can take coin out of a coin purse. I'm piss poor at gambling. What do you need from me? Because right now I got nothing for you.
Well, you just finally dug yourself out of the hole. So, fine. I will give you this 500 gold pieces. I'm going to come with you at least to, outside the door. So that I don't see you run off. You gotta take some embarrassment that you can't be handled with money.
I could turn it into 1,000 gold real quick.
You very well could.
Or
you could also just make it all disappear. And
yeah.
From what I've seen, you've made a lot of money disappear.
Okay, well, let's go pay my debt.
Minimum 500 gold pieces disappear into nothingness.
Okay, well, let's go pay my debt.
And currently, are your legs worth 500 gold pieces? I don't know.
He looks at his leg. He looks at his legs real quick. Grabs a thigh, grabs the other thigh. Oh, maybe.
I am getting ruined in this deal. But I have also been put into a lot of situations where I have to make gambles that I don't want to make. So, you know what? Let's make another gamble I don't really want to make.
Okay.
Pay this.
Okay. So we're going to pay a really terrible, terrible lady.
Aye. Or, that's how it is.
Okay. I work for them sometimes. So we're gonna go right to the to the spot where they're at. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So you're walking through the dock ward and you come across a sort of open market, like an open air market, a series of stalls that are opened up, a little water fountain that's in the middle of it all. A collection of buildings to the north, a little bit of an avenue to the south, set of stairs leading up to a higher up set of residential buildings to the east, and inside one of these residential buildings walks up Mosman. He knocks. Then you hear like series of like very rapid fire knocks, and a slat that seemed hidden opens up in the door. An eyeball comes up to the door, slams shut, the door opens, and Mosman is grabbed and brought inside, and then a burly half ogre man points a gnarled finger at you. You, get in.
Okay. I guess
You-
I will follow his demands.
You walk inside the building and you're immediately assailed by the smell of pipeweed, cheap alcohol, and the crushed sweat of a couple of bodies. And you're
So
led.
nothing out of the ordinary.
You're led through a couple of halls, and eventually you come to what appears to be a wrought iron door. Bars on the windows, heavy, built into the stone of a cavern wall that seems to be like the seawall of Waterdeep. And that door swings open, and standing there is an absolute behemoth of a woman, standing easily almost 8 feet tall, a wicked looking blade on her left hip, a fantastic looking set of throwing daggers and a bandolier across her abdomen, tight leather pants, burly, huge muscles rippling on her arms, dusky skin, and missing, not missing, but one eye has a scar leading across it with one milky white orb. She looks at you. You're Mosman's friend.
No, I'm currently his wallet. And I'm just gonna hand the fat sack of gold to him and give him a little nudge.
Mosman looks up. Agnes, this is mine. For you, the money that you're owed. I'm sorry that it's a little late, and I'm sorry that it's, that it's in such a circumstance as this, and I thank you for even lending me the money to begin with. I appreciate you. And Agnes looks down, and he's just standing there holding the money. She just motions to a nearby table that's behind her, and Mosman slumps the money down onto the table, and Agnes looks. She's just completely disregarded Mosman entirely. So you're Briggs.
I suppose.
How did you come to meet this little worm?
He was trying to steal off of the boat that I was employed upon.
So what? Now you're his sugar daddy.
Nay, he, you know, I gave him some money to get himself a little bit of a solider situation, and he's been blowing it.
You work for that Argentum girl, don't you?
Suppose I do.
You folks had a little run-in with mine. Right?
Enlighten me.
She just looks a little bit past you and then just raises her eyebrow and gives a nod to big individuals. Come stand behind you, blocking your exit. Don't fuck with me. My boys kicked in that door.
Oh, in the warehouse.
What happened?
We defended ourselves, and that was about that.
You killed 3 of my guys.
Aye, and they attempted to kill several of ours. Almost did too. They were some tough dudes.
You know murder's a crime, right?
Aye, it sure is. But unfortunately, it's case, you know, crime is something that just happens. Crime is how you kind of gotta get ahead in the world. Bad stuff happens, you know. I wish we could all be nice, but
So you killed 3 of my guys because
they attacked us.
they attacked
kicked in
you.
the door and they started swinging. There wasn't like a, hey, what's going on? Can we just like take some of this and
Right,
you know, go on along our way? They just barged right in, started swinging at us.
right. That little girl that is playing pretend as the head of household.
She is not doing a great job, if that's what you're insinuating, yes.
No, she's a real nasty little piece of work, isn't she?
She sure is.
Huh. And how did you come to work for her?
I was employed by her dad's, and then she just kind of got put in charge.
Right. So, enlighten me. What business do all of you have in my dock ward?
We were told, hey, you have this warehouse. What's in it's yours. We came, we got it. We got assaulted just out of the blue, and now we're out of the dock ward. I am cleaning that warehouse up, putting it up for sale, and we'll be out of your hair. Do you want the warehouse? I can give you the warehouse if you're planning on.
No, so you're pretty.
Like,
You're pretty. No, but you're pretty close with the Argentums, with Pixie and the big guy and that
I I suppose they would consider me a family member. I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to that, but you know,
Okay.
I'm employed, I guess.
Right. Well, what if I told you that I considered what was in that warehouse mine? I've been looking after it for a long time now.
The boys said that they had no idea what was in there. So, sounds like, from what I know, you didn't quite know what was in there.
I didn't say I knew. I said it was mine.
And I mean, I can say, Mosman's mine, and he's not. So, I can say a lot of things, but, you know.
Okay. Okay.
So now, I suppose, because your two boys are standing behind me, you're going to say that I'm yours, and we'll go from there, aye?
I don't think you know how this all works. She puts a hand on Mosman's shoulder and just like squeezes. He's like, ah. Listen, I'm gonna hold on to your little friend here. We're gonna have a good time together. And I want you to go and speak to your boss. Set up a little meeting. All right. I want you to meet me in the marketplace just outside. You got 24 hours. When you come, I want you to bring all the silver that was taken out of that warehouse. I want it brought to me. I'm going to drop it off. And then I'm going to give you Mosman. And I'm going to make sure that the sergeant and every other guards member within the dock ward isn't looking for Pixie Argentum, the murderer. How's that sound? Because just in case you didn't know, the two thieves that you put down in that warehouse, well, one of them was a member of the sewer guild, a well-established member. And the other one, well, he was a well-known baker. And he operated down on Sword Street. He was real beloved. What he did with his extracurriculars, well, that's another matter, but he was a really well-loved member of the community. And it would just be too bad if it turns out that violent little pixie just couldn't keep her bloodlust in check when someone came into her territory. So she put them down. You know, because she happens to have a bit of a reputation.
Aye, she's been chopping fingers.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, Justinius Margaster's missing, right? And that was right after he had a meeting with Pixie Argentum.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'm glad that we have an understanding. So you go. The two gentlemen that are behind you sort of make way for you.
Just to make sure, though, like he's paid off, assuming that the rest of this goes according to the way you wish.
His debt?
Aye.
Oh, sure.
Aye, sounds good. I'm just gonna leave then.
They let you leave. You walk out of the building. And where do you go?
Where else am I gonna go? I'm gonna go back to House Argentum because it's apparently nighttime. I didn't know that happened.
Just the way the time works, you've definitely been like wandering around the different wards of Waterdeep all day, and that is quite the affair.
Good.
Yeah. So as night falls, everybody's sort of fallen into their regular routines. Had a meal, cleaned up, hit the gym, did their hair, polished their hooves, polished off a bottle of whatever the hell Pixie's been drinking.
Come on, you're supposed to... Come on. Did your hair... Somebody was supposed to put a thumbs up. Did the hooves? Somebody was supposed to put a thumbs up.
So, Briggs, you return to House Argentum.
Sure do.
Torek has just been working out in the courtyard all day since chugging some booze earlier.
Yeah, lifting away the pain.
Yeah.
So Briggs, you see Torek. He's working out in the courtyard. Violet, Vinny, they're doing their rounds. Sir Hogan is Sir Hogan Harpy. He's around. He seems to be, doing his rounds as well. Esmeralda's cooking in the kitchen.
As I walk past Torek, I'll, Hey, how you doing, big guy?
Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh my good God, Robo-Man, where have you been?
I have been dealing with, some of Pixie's fires.
Okay, would you like to be lit on fire by this next one?
I mean, I wouldn't really appreciate being lit ablaze, but if it's required, I guess so.
I press my face right up to where I assume Briggs's ears are, and I just go,
Relica's a doppelganger, and we all know, and we're all cool with it.
Can she still, like, shoot fireballs and all that?
Yes.
So why do I care?
All right, great. I knew you'd be all right with it.
Okay. Is that what you guys have been spending all day doing?
It's kind of a big deal.
Oh.
It's like a what the hell have you been doing?
I've been getting us a boat.
What the fuck? We could just buy a boat. You left. You knew we were going to be interrogating a doppelganger this morning, and you're like, I better go buy a boat.
Yeah. Because we need a boat.
You've got some real freaking weird priorities, man.
Okay.
Did you buy a boat?
I have procured a boat, but we're gonna have to talk some shop to figure out how we're gonna.
Oh,
deal with
Pixie's
it.
blasted, so that's not gonna happen tonight.
Ah, well, that's pretty normal. So, sounds like a morning problem. Also, I don't know if you guys have been figuring it out, but the Thieves Guild is like pissed at us, and
Duh.
yeah, but I don't know. Apparently, they think the silver's theirs, and if we don't like bring it to them in like 24 hours,
Hold on.
Wait,
Hold on. What do
there's
you
some-
mean? Were you talking to the Thieves Guild today?
Yeah, that happened.
Christina walks in and just goes, "What?"
By the great dead god Moander, what are you talking about?
Could have led with that.
Briggs, you could... What the... First of all, where the fuck have you been? Second of all, what's
I've
this
been
about
getting
you-
us a boat.
How did that lead to you talking to the Xanathars?
It ended up with I wasn't just getting us a boat. I was going and dealing with a business contact who just so happens to deal with them. And anyway,
Thought it would be a good idea when the Thieves Guild would definitely do not like us to go and talk to them. Who did you
no,
talk
I just
to?
kind of got drug in there.
Who did you
Some
talk to?
gigantic lady named Agnes.
Oh my God! Even I know that's stupid.
I don't know.
What did she want?
She wants all of the silver and for us to like show up and give it to her, or she's gonna call like Pixie a murderer because we kind of killed those guys, but like we kind of dealt with it. So I figured we'll just like show up, beat her up, and that'll be that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
there's
oh,
something
no,
about
there's
there's
that
something
part does
about
track.
the guards there. I think like the guards are.
Have you not?
Oh yeah,
been,
they're in her pocket.
Have
We
you
knew
not
that.
been
Oh,
around?
okay.
Do you not know these things? I'm pretty sure we had that conversation.
I wasn't there for that. If we had that conversation.
You haven't been here for anything.
Yeah, because I've been dealing with the other problems.
All right.
So I guess I just fast-tracked us to dealing with the other problem sooner.
How long do we have? Does she?
24 hours apparently.
Oh.
Fucking God, okay.
So, I mean, you know, it's not like we have anything else planned for tomorrow.
Okay. I have to go down to the forge and talk to the smith. Because apparently we've got a big fucking fight tomorrow. Cool. Great. Love that.
Sweet.
Have we all gotten our share of the money now, Aaron? I can't remember.
Yeah, nobody's claimed theirs except for Torek.
Okay, I go.
But like the
get
money
mine.
has shown up, yeah.
Yeah, I go and get mine.
I would get mine as well. Just to be clear, Pixie is only taking 1,600 rather than everybody else just 2,000.
Okay. You head into the treasury. Lucius Morn. He facilitates that. He's like, Lady Christina, I will get that ready for you post haste. And
Thank you
should
very
you?
much.
What is it that you're doing with your funds? I see that Sir Torek has returned. Very large. His muscles got bigger.
I'll probably be doing some shopping in that same vein.
You don't. Well, I think you could probably just hit the weights. And
I
like
meant
that
for-
would.
I meant for magic, Lucius. But
Oh,
yes.
yeah. There's no magic weights. All right.
Yeah.
Well. Either way, here's your gold, and he gets it all nice and tidy for you.
Perfect. Aaron, I'd also like to, at some point in the evening tonight,
Yeah.
cast a 3rd level mind spike into the hair clip for tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
So I'll put that in there.
Pixie is now just like drunkenly ripping apart a steak in the dining room.
Just sloppy drunk in the dining room, just eating meat.
Devouring the steak, yeah. Like an entire tomahawk. Just
No, my sister's dead. Just fucking hammered. Sister's dead. But Dad's
Briggs
gone.
just like
Daddy, I miss you.
Briggs is just like see this, like shake his head a little bit and go towards the treasury.
Oh my god.
Daddy's gone.
She's not like sloppy falling over the place drunk. She's just like, you know, like flush in the face.
Are you?
Eyes.
No.
Are you sure?
You are a
Because the way
small
you
lady.
the way you described it to me was you drank an entire bottle of hard spirits. and you're 3 feet tall.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you want to just be like,
she drank the entire bottle.
you gave me 4 fingers of hard alcohol.
Yeah, like hours ago.
Sure, you're 3 feet tall.
Was it 4 goblin fingers though? Because that's different.
They're 4
That's this much.
four Brandon fingers. I sure didn't seem like you were like, wow, that talk with Torek sure made me feel better. I'm done drinking. Like,
No, fair enough.
I mean, if you'd like, you could roll a Constitution save.
I will do that.
Big roll.
Big roll, big roll. No whammies. Oh,
That's a big roll.
Pixie keeps it together. She only cries about Dad a little bit. Only a little. Not like openly weeping and screaming, my sister's dead! None of that. Like,
But inside, though.
inside.
Oh, there's a tempest in there.
Inside? Sister's
Inside,
dead.
Pixie is a goddamn mess right now.
A disaster. So, Christina goes and pulls her share of the silver, the gold, or whatever out of the treasury. Egan, what does Egan do?
I'm gonna work out a little bit longer than normal this morning before going in for breakfast.
Oh, are we?
Are we
Okay,
jumping?
we'll turn the
I was
clock
gonna-
over to the AM. That makes
Oh,
sense.
Wait, I misunderstood. I thought it sounded like Briggs showed up in the morning.
No, Briggs is there late evening.
Oh,
Yeah, late
I
evening.
I totally misunderstood. I thought we were already the next day.
Not quite. No. Briggs did not spend the whole night
I'm-
wandering the streets.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm just going to work out quietly because there is not anything else that I can do right now without creating trouble. So,
Yep. I get that.
Quietly mumbling.
Uh,
Fucking clones. Doing sit-ups.
After the conversation with Briggs, I think Torek is gonna go downstairs or wherever the forge is.
The forge is in the is underneath. So you head down.
What is the forge master's name?
Ooh, I've got that. Ba-ba-ba.
Goblin Girl's pretty pink hair is not cooperating today.
That's okay.
God, that's the worst. That's why I'm fucking bald.
F's in the chat for Lane's hair.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it? I got too many notes, man. I gotta organize these bitches better. There we go. That is Beecher White. Mm-hmm.
Torek just like runs downstairs pretty fast. It's just, Forge Master, Beecher, are you, Beecher? Is he in the forge?
He's like currently honing a blade, just holding like a like 2 feet of steel. He's just kind of honing a blade. He looks up. He's like, shh, 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 shh. He looks you up and down. You cheated.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I had this conversation already. I feel good about it.
Did
you
you?
finish the armor that I requested about a little while back? Is it done?
Do you really feel good about it?
No, I don't. But some things need to happen.
Is that how it is?
Please, I just.
Well, the
need
little
something.
guy doesn't hit hard enough, so he has to go and get a
I need-
performance enhancer.
Yes, that's
that
exactly
what
what
it
it
is?
was, because I am going to go and fight for my life very soon and for the lives of people I care about. And if there's any advantage that I can get in any way that I can, I will, because I love my family. Now I'm asking you a question in desperation. Is my armor done?
You couldn't have just put in 50, 60 more push-ups every, set? You couldn't have put a couple more rocks into the buckets while you were squatting? You just didn't have the time? You can't tell me you didn't have the time. I saw you hanging with that Relica girl upstairs. You were up on the roof. You could have been lifting. I heard Sir Hogan beat you in a race.
He sure did.
That's embarrassing. He's like 50.
Sure was. Is the armor done?
Getting roasted by a blacksmith. You're getting forged, bro.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you made it purposely small.
The armor's done, but it's gonna be a little tight now.
That's...
I mean, I did make it a little bit bigger so that you could grow into it, because there was so much room for improvement. And then he starts taking off his blacksmith's garb to go into the back and get your stuff, and you see he's just shredded, just rippling muscles all the way across him. He's a human man. He stands 6'9", 2-3% body fat, absolute unit. Ronnie Coleman, Brendan, Brian Shaw, like Robert Oberst level shoulders, just a massive unit of a person. He's like, I'll help you put it on. He grabs these pieces of metal and he starts strapping you. Well, he helps you dress down to get out of your old armor, and he starts strapping you in. Padded. It has the House Argentum seal on the front, all right on the chest plate. It is a set of full plate. It is from head to toe one of the most immaculate pieces of armor that you've ever worn or seen in your entire life. Simple, but elegant. Very utilitarian in design. From a base full plate kind of state, but little accents and flares. Almost like fleur-de-lis upon the epaulettes, or the pauldrons rather, the spalders. You've got the greaves that right upon each of the thighs is one has the ring mark, the signet ring mark of Emery, and the other one has the signet ring mark of Stavros, and right across the chest. It says in actually, do you speak Giant, right?
Orcish and Goblin, not Giant.
Okay. In Orcish, then it was going to be the language that he knows that you speak. It says, "My oath is as pure as the silver we mine."
Hold the fuck up. Me and Torque could have been having private ass conversations in front of everybody.
Well, I guess this will do for you.
Here's the deal. I know that I cheated. I cheated myself. That's what I did, and I know that. And I have to live with that shame, and I will until I feel like the people I care about are safe.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
I have something for Pixie.
Oh, okay. I can bring it to her.
Yeah. And he hands you a case of bolts.
What do they do?
I had some leftover scrolls from when I was doing work for Emery. He asked me to put them in something special. And so those, as far as Lady Pixie is concerned, those will light a blaze and thud into her opponents and light them on fire.
That's pretty cool, man.
Well, she needs the help.
We all do.
Well, you didn't.
I did.
You just needed to work harder.
Okay. I'm really. I feel like I don't know you that well for this. Like, you're kind of hurting my feelings.
I've been making your armor and your weapons since you got in this place.
Well, yeah, but we've never like sat down and had dinner, really. You want to hang out sometime?
I've ate at the table just about every week.
But we don't talk.
I mean, I feel like I've opened up to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably.
I'm Beecher the blacksmith. And that's and cards on the table. That's all there really is to me. I'm a simple man with a huge muscle.
And that's all natty.
Yes.
All natty?
I mean, I could show you. There's nothing on me.
Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
See her?
Yeah.
Doing steroids.
Insight for steroids.
All right, so
This is the real question. No.
yeah, you look them up. You look them up and down. You're looking for like track marks and fucking like signs of like Palumbo gut and like all the like hallmarks of steroid abuse. This man's all natty.
Damn.
All natty.
No, that's really impressive. I wish that I had your tenacity.
It's just hard work. If you wanted, I could show you. Because if I'm being completely honest, Sir Hogan Harpy is a hack when it comes to fitness.
I mean, here's the deal. Great swordsman, inspiring fighter.
Incredible swordsman. He's
Yeah.
a statesman, a scholar, and a warrior, but he's kind of weak.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there was the one time that I went up and I spoke with Sir Hogan, and I said to him, "My lord, Sir Hogan, what is your fitness regime?" And he had been in his cups that evening, and he said, "Fitness wiener in your mouth." Ha 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 ha!
Oh!
That is pretty good.
And it was so funny,
That's hilarious.
but it proves that he does not take worshipping at the Iron Temple seriously, and it shows.
Damn, Beecher. You're cool as hell.
Well, maybe you could come and hang out more and say hello.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like next time you're doing like a late night press, like if you're, I'm like, invite me. I'm down.
Well, I mean, I'm down here a lot, but every spare moment I'm lifting.
God, that's great.
We can wax philosophic later.
Yeah, no, I've got actually like a lot to do in the next day here. So thank you so much.
That armor should help you.
You are very right.
I do want to show you something, though.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And this is going to be a little revealing. So I hope you don't get embarrassed easily. And he grabs two of the leather straps that are on the front of your armor, and he pulls down on them, and the entire suit falls away.
Whoa. That was awesome.
Usually it'll take some time to take off armor like that.
Yeah.
Should you need to, in a pinch, you can have it torn away.
Thank you.
Where
Oh,
we need to make a perception check to see if Relica's in the room.
He looks at it. He's like, nice hog. No. No, he's. All right.
Shadow the Hedgehog says, "Nice cock, bro."
Nice cock, bro. You slanging it? And then he like says, anyway, well, that armor should serve you well, and it will protect you as you will protect those around you. It will do a lot better than the splint that I had prepared for you before. Whatever your trials are ahead, I will make sure that you are suited in only the finest arms and equipment.
My sincerest thanks.
Of course. And then he throws his apron back on and just clang, 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 back at it.
Yeah, Torque.
What an absolute Chad.
That's all Torque was gonna do for tonight. So
All right.
we go get in another quick little workout before bed.
Yeah.
Take off. He's gonna take off.
Sorry, go ahead, Lane.
I was just gonna say he takes off the gauntlets of ogre power when he does his workouts, and then puts them back on after.
Yeah.
Can't cheat the workouts.
Yeah, until eventually you're sitting at that 19 strength or what and then you take them back off and you're like, fuck these things. All right. So, from there,
I was gonna say, is Aurora's Realm shop open this late at night, Aaron?
Aurora's Realm shop is not open this late at night. No.
Okay, so I'll have to go in the morning then.
Yeah, for sure. So from there, it's everybody kind of goes to sleep. Pixie tosses and turns throughout the night, having dreams and such. Kind of a fitful rest. Toric, spent, burnt out from a killer workout in the middle of the night, sleeps like a log. Briggs goes into stasis. Sleeps like a baby due to the fact that he seems to have absolutely no conscience whatsoever.
To be fair, Agnes the Blade did try to blackmail him with something he'd already taken care of. So.
That's so rough. Egan as well, spent, worked out, has a good rest. Christina, you go to sleep that evening. And you're lying in your bed, as you always do, staring at the ceiling, reflecting on the night's events. And can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Ooh, okay. Wisdom saving throw. It's a 13.
13? Okay. Your sleep is no less fitful than any other night.
All right, then.
Okay, then everybody wakes up, congregates, and I'm sure. So everybody's sitting
Long
around
rest.
the table. Yeah, everybody gets a long rest. Sitting
Nothing
around.
happened for the past couple days.
Yeah, exactly. You sit at the table. Breakfast is served. Esmeralda brings out prosciutto wrapped chicken breast topped with parmesan. She does like an open faced chicken parm sandwiches. Big flat crusty bread topped with marinara. Slow roasted chicken breast wrapped in prosciutto, mozzarella, parmesan on top. A side of smashed par-baked potatoes topped with rosemary, garlic, onions, and of course a collection of fruits, vegetables, apples, slices of watermelon, etc., etc. She kind of busts out all the stops this morning.
As soon as everyone sits down for breakfast, I'm just gonna go, hey, Pixie, here, these are for you. He gives her the bolts. They will set people on fire. Check. Also, just so everyone knows, we have to go fight Agnes the Blade sometime in the next, I don't know, hours, or else Pixie's going to be framed for murder.
Oh. What?
Yep, we have to go fight Agnes the Blade in the streets, or alternatively, give her a lot of money, or you're going to be framed for murder because she has the guards in her pocket.
Aye.
Framed for the murder of who?
There was the two guys that we killed. Apparently, one is a renowned baker, and the other one, something about a sewer guild. I don't know anything about it.
The two guys that broke into Argentum property and tried to murder us.
Yeah,
And
Guard.
are
that's-
dead.
City watch in her pocket, right? Like, it doesn't really matter what we did. We did kill
Well,
some
from
people.
what we understand, the only city watch she has in her pocket is down in the dock ward. Who
Is
cares?
Atmos, but that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough to have you branded a criminal in the dock ward.
In the dock ward? Who cares?
I mean, this is our opportunity to deal with Agnes the Blade. We might as well take it.
Wait, I mean,
Why does this all have to happen at once?
theoretically,
Can we have one calm fucking day?
well, theoretically, we could go
No.
to the City Watch here in the North Ward and have a talk with them, and maybe
Theoretically, I think we should bring them with us.
that would be kind of cool.
Torek, you're close with them. Get them on
And
board.
Egan.
Outside their jurisdiction.
They
Bringing
owe us a
them
favor.
won't have anything.
They owe us a favor.
I
We,
don't-
we took care of a pretty big problem within their own watchtower. They said they owe us. Well, maybe time to pay up.
Well, why don't you ask
What
them to
good
give
does...
them
I
booze
honestly...
too while they're at it?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to do a lot of good having them there.
They'll
Why?
just die.
Well, who knows if there's other cells of the Xanathars watching. If we walk in there and kill Agnes the Blade, in
Then that
broad
is
fucking
murder.
daylight, what message does that send to the rest of the Xanathars? We're going to need proof that she's involved with the Xanathars, but
She's blackmailing us. for
after
one.
she's dead and holds no more power, then we point the City Watch in the direction of her estate, we'll say. Or we go
Riggs,
in
where
there
did you-
ourselves.
Briggs, where did you meet her?
In her base of operations, I suppose.
Oh, so you've been inside.
Wait, why did you go there?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
you
why were
lead
you
us back
there?
there?
No, yeah, I can take us back there. That's where I'm
Oh.
supposed to bring you guys.
Okay, but the why were you there is still lingers in the air.
That's still important here.
I was a business contact of mine is an idiot and
was
owed her a
involved
whole
with
bunch of
Agnes.
money.
Hmm.
Wait, how much money?
500 gold pieces or a pair of legs, whichever was cheapest.
That seems like a lot.
I'm not sure if his legs are worth 500 gold pieces. Maybe yours, Torek, but like not his.
Thank you.
Either way, if we can get into her place and find proof that she's involved with the Xanathars and provide it to the City Watch after she's dealt with, I think we should just do that. Because
Well,
frankly,
or we just draw this out a little longer, and we get our City Watch in the North Ward, who owe us a favor to, like, get them caught up in red tape down in the dock ward. An internal investigation, and that way, we don't have to move right now. I mean, I don't think we have to rush
I think
this.
that assumes a lot of how far into the watch the Xanathars have their fingers.
Because we know that Christina's right. We know that Atmos is in their pocket. We don't know
We
about
don't know if
anybody
they
else.
have people higher up the chain either.
We don't know that.
What
they
if we
have
go to
anybody
Atmos
else.
instead?
What?
What if we go to Atmos first?
Have
You
him
mean-
testify on our behalf as long as we fucking deal with Agnes. I like that.
Well, clearly I can't be showing my face in the dock ward right now.
No, you should. You
No,
should
you're
absolutely walk broad daylight into the dock ward and show Agnes the Blade that you aren't a bitch. Because that's exactly what she's expecting. From everything we've heard, she's this big tough lady who no one dares to challenge. You walk in onto her
I
turf.
can confirm she is humongous.
Oh,
Is she bigger
Alright.
than Torek?
Is she bigger than me?
How tall is Torek?
I'm like 8 feet tall, baby.
So she's like on your level.
Holy shit!
She's like his height.
Either way, you walk with the biggest fucking strut, chin to the sky, into her fucking turf, and show everyone that you think she's a bitch, and let her swing first.
Well, then I can claim self-defense again.
Exactly.
Even though the plan is to kill her. Are you good with that, Torek?
Again, I'm not gonna land the killing blow. I still think we should take her to jail. If she dies in the middle of a fight while trying to
Or
extort
you
us,
don't want to
know.
just hire her?
No, look, all I'm saying... okay, I get it. Ha ha,
To be
I
fair, she would be a great ally, I'm sure.
No.
You're not hiring
I
a
don't want
woman
to.
who extorts money, protection money, from commoners who are just trying to make a living.
Yeah,
and if
Gav-
they don't, she guts them. No.
Gav was
That
different.
will have
Atmos
nothing
is
to do with the
different.
Argentum family.
I want to stop
Is
by
RR
Aurora's on
Also,
the way
where the
down.
fuck is Gavin? I haven't seen him in ages.
It's been a day.
Is RR coming with us?
Is who?
Our wrong Relica.
Wrong.
That's kind of funny.
That's spelled wrong, but it's on brand for Egan. I love it.
I think Relica should come.
As much
Yeah,
as I
we're
hate
gonna-
it right
as-
now, yes.
We're gonna need the firepower.
Fake Relica needs to come. We need the magic.
I also want to stop at Aurora's on the way down.
I would like to stop back at. Hold on. Shit. I don't know if I actually wrote it down.
The Temple of Gond.
Yes, the Temple of Gone. And get that dagger I ordered.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, if this is happening later today, we better get a move on.
Yep.
Everybody stuff your face. Let's get ready to go. And also, Gavin, you're coming as well. Is
No,
Gavin
he's
at the
not.
table?
Gavin is not at the table.
Where's Gavin?
Where's
I
Gavin?
just start shouting.
So you guys shout for a little while.
Lucius!
Lucius comes down.
Do you know where
Oh.
Gavin is?
Master Gavin has left the grounds, I believe on your orders. You had said that he was to smuggle for you. He said, "Oh, Lady Pixie needed me to do." You had asked him to smuggle certain goods, so he collected a series of items from the household, and he said that he was bringing them to a secret location.
Were they valuable items?
Quite valuable, yes. Weaponry, a mixture of a few tinctures that he had put together, and
Lucius, you didn't think to talk to me?
he gave me his word that you had given him the instructions.
We could have
So
made
he
that
just
a
stole
little.
from the house and left, is essentially what just happened. Because I didn't ask him to do anything.
He said that he would be returning within a day or two.
You know what? Why don't we trust him on this one? Why don't we give him the benefit of the doubt? And if he doesn't come back, then he's a criminal, and we find him and put him in the tower. There's nothing we can do about it anyway. Can't find him.
I could put forward an investigation to find Master Gavin, if that is what pleases you.
We should wait until after Agnes is dealt with.
We got a lot to deal with today.
Kark, I told you. And now he's stolen valuables from the house.
Okay.
For what it was worth, lady, it was not like statuary or coinage or anything like that. It was a few potions out of the study. He had taken a few valuable books filled with ciphers and tricks from your father, Emery, and he had taken a collection of weaponry. It seems as if he was collecting something for what you had asked him to do.
And he didn't specify what I asked him to do.
He might have just assumed that you wanted him
That's
to
a
get to
problem we
work.
can worry about tomorrow.
Yep.
Pixie just gives out like a real like scream because
Sorry,
of
cat.
everything happening at once, and she just goes and gets her fucking armor and weapons and shit.
All right, let's make some stops and then make our way down to the dock ward, I guess.
Oh my god.
Before we leave, I'm going to approach Relica as we're gathering.
Okay. Yeah, Egan?
We have fought together. I have very big feelings about this whole situation. You have not appeared to betray us yet, and you seem intent on proving that you won't betray us. And Pixie seems to accept your role. So I will give you a chance on one condition.
You name it.
I punch her in the face.
Okay. She's like, God, what? Ow! What? Ow!
Great.
Like, that's like 5 fucking bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's...
Why?
I feel
What?
better now.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god! She points a finger at you, and she goes to freeze one of your hooves to the ground. As you're like walking away from her, she nails you, and you take 1 frost damage as your hoof like catches. And she's like holding her face, and she's like got an obvious bruise on it. It's already forming kind of discoloration, a contusion. She's, fuck.
Did we see this? Were we all?
Yeah, we were all-
It's all. Oh yeah.
Except for Pixie. Pixie is in a moment of screaming frustration, just going to put her equipment on.
I'm just gonna walk up to Relica and put my hand on her shoulder. I'm gonna go. They needed that.
They're an asshole.
No, yeah,
Ugh.
but also,
Fuck.
even I get it. But here, and he
Yeah?
just, like, pokes her cheek and heals the 5 points of damage.
Oh my god. The bruise like radiates out, fading away. Oh fuck. Thank you.
I mean, he also just punched you in the face, or they also just punched you in the face. So it's like it could be worse.
Yeah, for sure, but they didn't have to do it like that.
No, I kind of get where they're coming from.
God. All right. Okay.
Okay. Torik's all suited up in his new armor, and he kind of like strikes a pose, waiting for somebody to mention it with his shield and hammer out.
You look great.
Me? Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize that I looked this good today.
Yeah, the armor is
You've been
very,
working out.
very fetching.
I work out every day. Yes.
Yeah, but like more than you. You seem bigger than normal.
I have been working out a little bit more than usual, but
It's magic.
yeah, it's magic.
It's magic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. If it's any consolation, I don't care. about you being not you. And I'm just gonna get on my horse and go.
She looks at you and like, oh, huh.
Briggs is very confusing.
Oh, that's really. I don't know if that's sweet or not, or if he just doesn't care.
No, it's not that he's sweet.
I don't know. That kind of is, isn't it?
You know what? If you think it was, then yeah.
Yeah. Briggs is a complicated guy.
I mean, I like him.
I do too.
Sometimes I want to fight him, but I do like him. To be fair, sometimes I want to fight Pixie. but I
She
him.
like she looks at you before walking up. She's like, I'm not sure you'd win that fight, and then just keeps walking.
Against who? Briggs or Pixie?
Yes.
I was about to say that.
All right. So everybody sort of suits up, gets ready, and then I think you guys were heading to Aurora's Realm shop.
I wanted to stop there quickly, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I would like.
And then the Gondian temple after that.
Yeah.
All right. So you get up on your mounts. You head out to Aurora's Realm shop, and inside, Christina is the only one that goes in.
Oh, I'll go in. I've been
Sure.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
yeah.
gonna wait outside.
Okay.
She's gonna like sit like on her horse, trying to like posture herself in like the most like, you know, like she's looking at herself, moving her shoulders back, trying to stand up straight, trying to look somewhat like super like confident, getting ready to go to the dock ward.
Yeah. Aurora comes sweeping up in her big whalebone corset and gigantic plumy dress. Another one, a different color. This one aquamarine instead of the vibrant pink red that it was last time. She comes up to Christina. Hello, dear. It's good.
I love what you've done with the place. The dress, incredible.
Well, thank you. It's always good to meet someone with excellent taste. What is it that you're looking for today?
I need something a little zesty, a little spicy. I'm expecting a bit of a fight later, and I'm talented in the arcane arts, but I want something that I can hold that doesn't draw on what I have naturally, if you catch my drift. A wand, a scroll.
Well, it would depend on what kind of wand or scroll that you're looking for. What exactly? So you're an arcanist. That's correct. Right. Now, what exactly are you looking for wands? Wands I have. Scrolls? Impermanent. Lame. It's one single
You're
use and
so
it's just
right.
done in a bang. What do
All
you want?
All flash, no substance. You're right. I need a wand, bitch.
Well, this bitch might just have the wand you're looking for. Please, tell me more. Tell me more. What do you need?
I was thinking maybe some lightning bolts or magic missiles or something offensive. That's what I need.
Something offensive. Well, what I carry is nothing if not offensive.
Perfect. I love to hear that.
What specifically is Christina looking for?
I mean, a wand of lightning bolts would be great, but I don't know what the rarity on that is or what it costs or anything. I got $2,000 to spend, so.
Clearly, based off my knowledge of Googling prices, who knows?
Yep.
So we can get into this. My dear, I could leave that in your hands for 2,500 gold pieces. Is that something that you can bring to the table?
For a wand of lightning bolts?
For a wand of lightning bolts, you will throw lightning at your foes.
Do you need gold, Christina?
I'm short by about 400.
Here, you can have as much as you need. I don't
my-
know how much I have.
Okay. I take a look at what Torik's handed me.
I give
how much
Christina
is in
about 1,000 gold.
there? Oh, Torik, this is plenty. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could help.
I take out 400 and I give the rest back.
About 600. Excellent.
There you go. Oh, right. You wrote it down as about. And then I'll hand over 2,500.
You have your gold out, and she swipes her hand, and you have about 100 gold left.
Oh, she only took 2,400?
About 2,400. Feel free to take time later to count it out and find out exactly your dollar amount, but like realistically, what the amount of gold that you have. But at a glance, she left you with about 100 gold.
Okay, because I was gonna say I have in my inventory I've written 2,170. And I was gonna take the 400. Does she only leave me with 100?
If you had 20, well, you were presenting 2,500 gold, right?
I was presenting 2,500.
She took about 2,400.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now, dear, is that everything?
That'll be all for me. Yes, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Have a great evening. And she whirls her dress and walk. Oh,
One more. I have a thing. The healing juice.
a healing juice.
I need one.
You need one.
Just one.
One juicy box of healing.
One medium.
Is that what we're after?
I would like one between small and big.
They're between small and
I have some small. I need a medium.
I can provide you with a few if you wish. They will be 25 gold apiece.
Christina?
Yeah.
How many can I get with this? And I just show her the bag of money.
I quickly do the math. 25 gold a pop, and there's about 600 gold in there. So you could get 24 of them, Torek.
Oh, too many. Could I get 2?
Yes, dear.
Thank
Of
you.
course.
Here, you
Gives
could just you should take it.
She takes about 50 gold.
Great.
And just to be sure, which healing potions did I just buy?
Lessers.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to the Temple of God, I'm gonna attune to the Wand of Lightning Bolt.
Yeah,
I think I have
for
to
sure.
attune
You
to
do
that.
need to attune to it.
Yeah, okay.
I am going to give Relica one lesser healing potion and Pixie one lesser healing potion. And Christina one lesser healing potion.
All right.
Oh.
Do you want one of these? No? Egan, you want one? You good? In a pinch, they're great.
I don't know if I'm at a point where I need one. I'm probably not in the frame of mind to use one, so it's probably safer for someone else to carry it.
I got it.
A lesser healing potion is how much?
2d4 plus 4.
About 24 gold pieces.
No.
2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4, yep. So you guys make your way to the Temple of Gond. And upon entry, I believe Pixie and Egan were the only ones that needed to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They did talk me into ordering something.
Yeah.
Boomerang axe.
You're brought inside, and you are brought to. His name was.
I thought I wrote it down. I did not.
It's because you were the worst. Archibald Feathersworth.
Right.
What a guy.
Archie. Now, I am sure that you've come here today in order to get your implements back.
Correct.
Fantastic, I have them. And he presents to you, Pixie, he presents you a dagger. And the dagger has a long string that's attached to the hilt. And the hilt itself is several sizes bigger. It's a little bit unwieldy in your smaller hand. And the dagger itself seems to have these little etches inside of it. He's like, twist the hilt. You twist the hilt. Skling! The blade arches out, and the blade suddenly has all of these serrations all the way down. He's like, that will serve as a grappling hook. That will serve as well a serrated implement and will dig into the flesh of your opponents. Now, point it at the wall and twist the hilt the other way. You twist it. Skrrr! The dagger fires out and slams into a stone wall, piercing about an inch into it and sticking true. The dagger itself has a chain, a very thin, fine chain that is from the blade all the way back to the hilt. He's like, swing from it. Drag people to you. Do what you wish, but that chain will not break.
Sir, do you see how small I am? How am I supposed to drag somebody to me?
Well, maybe you're going to fight somebody your own size for once.
There's
Listen,
not a lot of those.
it's
Drag
also going.
yourself to your opponent.
You can also wrap them up.
How do I recall it? How's it come back?
Twist the hilt. And chunk! It comes dragging back into the hilt of the dagger.
That's pretty fucking great.
He's like, now take this! And he hands you your crossbow.
Wait,
Now,
I gave you my crossbow?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you did. Now, I couldn't do much with it. I was under a time constraint. So, rather than anything fancy or elaborate, but still very worthwhile, it shoots 2 bolts now instead of 1.
That's all right. I'll take that. What do I owe you?
But you already paid me.
I did?
Yes.
I paid you with the weapons, and I had to have the gold when I came back, didn't I?
You're so bad at this. You're so bad at this. No, you
What?
gave me 2,000 gold pieces to do your weapons.
When did I give you 2,000 gold pieces?
When you were... Oh,
I
right,
didn't
you're
have
right.
the gold.
Listen. I'm bad at this. All right.
You should've-
And
Pixie, you should have just ran with it and got it
E-
for free. Come on.
Egan,
I'm an honest person.
your companion, I have your axe as well.
Okay.
Pulls it out, and the ends of it. So it's a regular looking axe, regular hilt, but the blades on either side have seem to have been like hollowed out. They have these weird sliding, like these slants in them, etches into the metal. And the shape of the blades elongate out to a fairly wicked set of almost horns. Now, should you throw this, it should come back to you. As a point of order, though, if it does hit something, it's not going to come back. It could be used. It could be used to cut rope. It could be used to. I couldn't do much. I said I was making an axe harangue, and it got and it.
Out of character, Aaron. Sorry to interrupt, but I thought he was doing the quicksilver inside of the axe to make it swing.
Oh, right. It wasn't the axe harangue. Right. You're totally right. You're totally right. I got confused. I got very confused.
Really bad at this.
I statted an axe harangue. Okay. Well, then you see an axe that has a very small head on it. And then he hands it to you, and you feel liquid sloshing inside of it. It's like a little unwieldy, but when you swing, it will hit with a meteoric strike.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a try.
Now, you can swing it like a normal axe, and then all of the quicksilver will stay in the hilt, but you just hit this, and there's like a little notch on it. He's like, hit this, clicks it. That releases the mercury. Now, statistically, what that means is that should you click that, you will roll at disadvantage, but you will add an extra dice to the damage.
Dang.
All right.
What are the stats for my dagger?
Your dagger now has a range of 20 feet, of 40 feet, and 80 feet long. There's 80 feet of fine chain within that. And it can be used as you can spend your full attack action to make a grapple on an opponent. And they are considered to have the grappled condition if you land the attack at range.
Okay. No extra damage or anything? It's still 1d4?
It is 1d4. That no damage change.
Okay. I feel like I spent a lot of money for no damage change.
That is exactly what you did, yeah.
You get utility.
All right. What do I owe you then? I believe we agreed on 2,000 gold.
2,000 gold is fine.
Minus 400 for the weapons I provided when I arrived the first time.
1,600 gold is fine.
Okay.
And Pixie, being as small as she is, takes this giant sack of gold and just...
Archibald takes the gold. Now, if you ever need any more weapon manufacturing services, the Temple of Gond is more than happy to facilitate that.
Thank you. If we survive today, thank you. And Pixie's going to turn and walk away.
Now...
We're going to call it there on our way to the dock ward?
You all mount up
Mm-hmm.
and head down to the dock ward.
Do you want me to roll a performance for how well, Pixie's, standing tall?
No. If you really want to, you can, but it's not really performative.
It is. She's not super confident right now.
I guess so, but that's not. Yeah.
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. What? So you guys are you guys heading straight to Agnes the Blade's hideout?
No, I thought we were going to meet her where she expected us to meet her.
That is, yeah, it's right outside. So.
Does anybody else have anything they want to do before that?
We were going to talk to the guard captain, Staff Sergeant Atmos. And
I thought we were doing
see-
that after we dealt with Agnes.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, no, you're right.
All right. So you guys head down to the docks and you get to this market square.
I'd like to go in. I'd like to cast Mage Armor and Invisibility first, and I'll go in on foot.
Uh-huh.
Invisibility for free from my feet.
Right. So
Before we go in, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
absolutely. If anybody has any spells to cast, any preparatory things to do, please do.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
My AC's 22.
Nasty.
Aaron, I'm going to squeeze my charm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You
Totally.
remember what that is?
I do. So
Briggs has nothing to do. I feel like I'm just ill prepared for combat.
Egan didn't do a damn thing either. So
I mean, Egan gets mad at the start of the fight. He can't prep that. Anyways, what do we see?
okay, perfect. So you're standing within the market square. People are doing business. Market stalls are filling up. People are coming and going. And can I get a perception test from everybody present?
Oh, 16. Hey, let's go.
So everyone present notices that all of the stalls start to filter out. Store owners have left. Customers kind of filter out, replaced by like what looks to be ne'er-do-wells. And then coming striding down a set of stairs is Agnes the Blade. She stands. She has a robed figure standing next to her. She looks to Pixie. You got my money, you little shit?
Pixie just smiles at her. Do you think I'm intimidated by some common thug?
That's not what I asked.
No, you see, I don't have your money. I have my money. I have the legal ownership of the contents of the warehouse you sent your goons to rob. I have the deed, I have the paperwork. I don't care about the couple of people you have down in here in the dock wards. I don't care that you have some guards on your payroll. That is mine. That is House Argentum's, and I will not be intimidated to give it away because you want to make me out as a murderer, when in fact you sent those people you speak so highly of to be killed because they invaded Argentum property with force.
She looks up and to her left. She's like, standing up on a rooftop. There's a hooded individual wearing studded leathers, wielding a dagger to the throat of Mosman.
Do I see Mosman?
Yep.
I just look at her. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
That's a question for your little buddy Briggs.
Aaron, how far away is this guy on the rooftop?
The guy up on the rooftop's probably 60 to 80 feet away.
Okay,
Pixie's gonna look at her and be like, I don't care about him. What Briggs does on his own time is his own problem. Is that your leverage?
I guess not. Kill him!
At this point, fuck. Wait, I need to check the range on something. Am I within 60 feet of the guy who's about to kill Bossman, Aaron?
We can do this.
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh. Well, actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna do, yeah, objects and tokens. Yeah, okay. Boop. Hello. Oh, I bet no. Hello. Okay, that's super strange. We're gonna
Sort it out next time?
we're probably just gonna roll initiative here,
Okay.
and then we're gonna call it. But that is what's going on for next time.
Where am I on the map?
You're not. I haven't put anyone on the map yet.
I'm also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just want. I'm used to clicking on my icon in case you had the.
Yeah, for sure. I don't exactly know why the fuck.
Oh my gosh, I go last every time.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me control people, but I'll have to figure that out for next time. So everybody, that was one more session, chapter 11 of Another World. That is one more exciting, drama-filled episode. I hope everybody enjoyed. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for showing up and tuning in. So for anyone that's still around, anybody that's hanging out right now, if you have time tomorrow, myself and Brandon, Pixie, and surprise special guests are going to be doing a community night. We're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 and just kind of hanging out and chatting with chat, talking shop.
It's a really good opportunity for everybody to, I guess, interact with us, because it's pretty hard to
yeah, it's hard to like break immersion and like
Yeah.
whatever. So
yeah, so it's a good opportunity for, if you guys have questions, if you want to just
yeah, if you want to come in and hang out, whatever.
ask
Yeah.
us some
Yeah.
questions, have some conversations, watch us play a game that is literally Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, quite literally. And real quick, we're gonna do one of these. For anyone that happens to be in the chat, that is not already a member. We're gonna do one of these, and we're gonna do one of these. Come on in, join the Discord.
Hey.
Yeah, anybody that
Discord now.
And yeah, we do have a Discord now that we're going to be putting all of our announcements in, and that's where we're going to organize community nights. And this one's going to be just kind of a trial run to see how community night works out. And we're going to do, we're planning on doing games with the community too. Like we're going to play like Gardic Phone or like Jackbox or like Kukuro or Words on Stream and like all that different kind of stuff. Like just a good time, like just a bunch of fun games where
fun.
Well, because we can only jam pack in so much Dungeons and Dragons. It takes every single person being ready on the day and yada yada yada. So realistically, it's not super feasible to smash out that many. We're already going to be doing another campaign here real soon. That's going to
Unfortunately,
be
Lane won't be a part of it.
yeah. Our sexy himbo man Lane will not be joining us for it, but we are starting a Cyberpunk campaign here real soon. We're doing our session 0 here, just coming up on the horizon, and then we're ready to rock and roll on it. Just stay tuned for that and come and hang out whenever. We'll be joining everybody tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. Everybody have a beautiful night. Mwah, we love you. This has been a wondrous time as always. We had a blast. I had a blast. I know these guys did. It's going to be a big, oh my God, we're being raided just in time for us to close up shop. Hello, everybody. Happy stream. Hey, fantastic. Chef Cargs, how's it going? Our main man from Questline. You guys made it right for the very end of the stream. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, super raid.
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming.
Turbo raid.
I would like to just call out a specific person in chat, Miss Liz Lane. I
Yeah,
don't know
Liz
who you
Lane.
are.
Ba, 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 ba.
You're here every single week, and
We
you're
love you.
talking in chat every
Liz is
single
great.
week, and you're talking about what's going on in game, and it's fucking awesome.
Heck yeah.
I appreciate you. I'm sure we all do. It's been
Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely we do.
I appreciate you the most.
Consistently.
I think Lane does appreciate you the most. Hey, Fablemancers, I was planning on raiding you guys tonight. You came and raided us. Thank you so much. I had it ready.
Call an ambulance. But
Yeah,
not for me.
I literally have you ready to go, but it is what it is. We're gonna be raiding out here to someone else. Please, everybody, stick around, check out who we're raiding to. And just see what they're up to and maybe follow along. We only got a couple of channels to raid. We're going to be raiding Dork Tales. They're a Canadian group of tabletop role players as well. Fantastic people. I've tuned into their streams a couple of times. They put a lot of love and energy into what they do, costumes and role play, and just are generally sweet, great people. They're awesome folks. So Fablemancers, thank you so much for the raid. Chef Cards, I can't wait for the next series that you DM. Oh my God, you're one of the best out there. Always excited to see you on Twitter and in the Discord for Questline. And everybody, thank you. And just have a fantastic evening. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Tomorrow.